Good evening, Baker. It's Shamir. And I'm praying that you guys had a great weekend. I'm praying that all is well with you and your family, wherever you are. We got a great show for you tonight, and I'm really excited about what's going on in the city and the things that we're doing. I have with me a dynamic young attorney, the city prosecutor for Baker, Mr. Christopher Dassar, who is with me tonight. He's going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the prosecutor's office, the programs that he has for us. Hey, Chris, thank you for being here. I appreciate you for being here tonight.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and let our viewers know who you are and what's your plan for the city prosecutor's office.
Okay, thank you. Well, my name is Christopher Dassar. As the mayor said, I'm an attorney here in town, city prosecutor for Baker. I went to Southern Law Center and I graduated from Southern University Law Center in 2012 and graduated cum laude and passed the Louisiana bar on the first attempt. And pretty much ever since that time, I've been serving as city prosecutor here for you in Baker. As far as programs that we have in the city, well, let me tell you about an upcoming event. On August 30th, 2018 at 6 p.m. at the Baker Municipal Center, we're having a domestic abuse symposium. This symposium is free and open to the public. The purpose of it is to provide information to the public about domestic abuse, domestic violence, relationship violence, and we want to get people information on prevention. What are some of the things that can be done to prevent domestic violence, relationship violence? Also, if you're in those situations, what are some of the resources out there that can help you? What would some people advise you to do if you're in those situations, and also how to come out of it? If there's anything that you need for recovery from those situations, we'll try to get you that information. So we'll have a great panel of speakers, people who are champions of this issue, and they'll give you the best information that they can, and we'll try to get you the help that you need. There'll be an opportunity for you to ask questions or have your questions asked. And we hope to see you come out. It's going to be August 30th, 2018 at 6 p.m. at Baker City Hall, 3325 Groom Road. And also there'll be some food there, so you'll come out and we'll have some food for you, and no pressure on you. Just come out and listen to what's being presented. So
let me ask you this. Okay, that's going to be a great event. We know that. For you with everything you got going on at the city prosecutor, what made you want to do this? What made you want to put out this kind of information? Because this is a topic that's been, and we're going to have one of the champions here coming in tonight. Mr. Tawana P. Harris is going to be here to talk about this. But what made you want to do this for Baker, and not even Baker, because this is a regional event. What made you want to do this?
Absolutely, it's a regional event. Anybody in Baker, outside of Baker, is certainly welcome to come. Well, it needs to be done because it's such an important issue in our community. It's domestic abuse. It's an unnecessary abuse in our community. We deal with enough pressures. We have enough things going against us in order for us to continue to go against ourselves, especially within our own home. Okay, so we want to just, if we have this information, be able to put it out there so y'all can have something to work with. We have these experts around town that have good information, so we just wanted to create a forum where people can come and have everybody together to give some help to people who need it.
Okay, are you going to continue to do this after the first initial, when you're going to continue to have these kind of classes and people can come? Because we know we got single moms that's going to be watching this and older people. What type of artists are you looking for? Just any and everybody?
Anybody. Well, first of all, we will be doing this from time to time as often as we can. We'll try to do it annually, but it's open to anybody, okay? Young, old, black, white. We would really like to see young people out there, high school kids, because it starts at an early age. It starts in high school and maybe even younger than that. But anybody and everybody is welcome. And you don't have to be in a domestic abuse situation in order to come. People who are in healthy, happy relationships could still come. because you probably know somebody who has been involved in it, okay? If we haven't dealt with it ourselves, we probably know somebody who has. So come on out, even if you're in a healthy, happy relationship, bring somebody with you. Nobody's gonna know when you're sitting out there whether you're in a domestic abuse situation or not. We're not judging you based on that. It's just gonna be an audience of people coming out and listening to a panelist of experts on this topic.
Well, look, all right, Baker, look, get the word out. We are always been a champion for issues like this in our community. Your leadership and my administration, we've always been a part of this. We've always been a part of the Butterfly Society. With that group of people, with Tawana P. Harris and everything. I think it's important. I think it's important for the citizens of the city. But like he said, this is not just a Baker deal. This is a regional deal. So make sure you get out. When you hear this, make sure you call to get the information. It's 778-0300. Just that City Hall. That will make sure that you can get in contact with somebody. And then we have the flyers out that's going to be on Facebook. So make sure you get this. It's important. You could actually save a life. And if you do this, and I just want to thank you, Christopher, for what you do from the city. I think this is a bold move. I can't ever remember. I've been here now over 15 years. I can't even remember where we've had something like this. We've had Ms. Harris to come out and do some things, but in order to do this and we're going to follow up with this. We're going to follow up with something big, a big announcement that she's got going on. Because I really want to send a message that, we don't want to tolerate this in our community and that there is help available for people that's going through this. So thank you so much for being here and everything that you do. So Baker, make sure you get the word out. Make sure you let everybody know about this. It's going to be Thursday, April 30th at 6 p.m. And I'm going to be there. We're going to start on time. You get opportunity to sit down and meet some of the people that's going to be talking at this event. And I think it's going to be a great event. So listen, stay tuned. We got Miss Tawana P. Harris is coming up. We need to just stay tuned. Let me go pay a few bills. I'll see you right back. Welcome back, Baker. As we continue the series tonight on domestic violence, I have the opportunity to be with the champion of domestic violence in East Baton Rouge Parish. She is truly a great woman. She's a great woman of God, and she is definitely a good friend and a great friend of Baker. I have with me tonight Ms. Tawana P. Harris of the Butterfly Society.
Hello, Mayor. Good to see you as always.
Good to see you. Good. Thank you. And it is a pleasure to have you here. I don't want to take up too much of your time because I want you to get it to let the people know who you are and what your organization is all about. Tell us a little bit about that.
Tawana P. Harris, founder and executive director of the Butterfly Society. We're an anti-domestic violence organization here in East Baton Rouge Parish. We provide resources to family, women, and children that are in need who find themselves in a domestic violence situation. Mayor, you've always been a partner, a supporter, a friend, a sponsor of the Butterfly Society, and we're very grateful for you standing with us shoulder to shoulder. It's so important that we continue to have this conversation, Mayor, and with your office and Chris, the prosecutor of the great city of Baker, for hosting this event on August 30th, to continue the conversation, and through conversation we're educating our communities to let them know that they're not alone in this situation, that there are resources out here, that there are agencies out here that's doing the work, that will stand shoulder to shoulder with them, and that we have their back. And it's important that the community come out on August 30th, show their support, rally around this great city of Baton Rouge, find out what resources are available, find out that if you find yourself in this situation, what do I need to do to find myself out of it?
That's right. You, and I've known you, and I know your story. And so tell us a little bit, how did you get started? What did God, what happened to make God just push you to help so many people?
I'm a survivor of domestic violence, Mayor. I was a college student at the time when it took place in my life. And God removed me from the situation. It's by His grace and mercy that I stand before you as a survivor. I made a commitment to this cause years ago that I would do whatever I could to help educate, give back, save someone's life. And the Butterfly Society was birthed in 2014. We've been around for 4 years. We're a grassroots organization. We believe in meeting people where they are, because where they are is where they're hurting.
That's right.
And we're on the ground. We showing up places that most folks wouldn't even think about going to have a conversation about domestic violence, but we're here.
Well, we were just laughing before, ladies and gentlemen. I was telling you, you've been moving, and she is everywhere. This is the year where you see Tawana P. Harris everywhere. But you were telling me about your dream and your goal of going national. Talk a little bit about that.
I was telling you, Mayor, that we've taken care of home for 4 years,
Right.
and I believe with all my heart, the team believes with all their heart, because I can't do this alone.
Right.
We have a team of great people that work on the ground with us. My husband is a very big supporter of mine. My son is a big supporter of mine. But we have a team of people who work hard every day to get the information out there, to reach those who are in need. But it's time for us to spread our wings, Mayor, to go nationally. The Butterfly Society will be a household name. We're grassroots, we're outreach.
Right.
And we believe in being in the community, and being in the community to help change the dynamics of domestic violence, that we will be free of domestic violence, that women and girls and men and young boys and families will live in a place of wholeness and safety, and know that they have a place here in Baker, the city of Baton Rouge, across the country, across the nation.
You know what? I'm reading this book, and it talks about deep change. You're changing cultures here. You're changing the way people think about domestic violence. You're actually bringing them out of the corners, and especially in the African American culture, where we're so private. We're private type people, but you're able to, with the information that you're putting out, you're able to bring them out, and so we can get to the root of this whole deal here. So I know we've talked about a few things going on, but we really have discussed some things going on in August, and you got some plans. Just speak to that real quick before we go.
I twist your arm the last time I saw
Right.
you, and your communication director, I said, now look now, October's getting ready to roll around. We got to make something happen
That's
in
right.
Baker. And like you always do, Mayor,
Right.
yes, Tawana P. Harris, what do you need from Baker?
That's right.
So come October, we're planning a big event in October
That's right.
with your office
Right.
and the city prosecutor as well.
That's right.
And we're going to do a march like
right.
never before
That's
in the
right.
great city of Baker. We hadn't finalized the date just yet, community. We will be in touch with that date, but we need everyone to come out on that day and march with us to send a clear message across the state of Louisiana, the city of Baker, and surrounding areas, that we stand together united to end domestic violence.
Well, there you heard it. I couldn't have said it any better myself. But we, Baker, we are the beacon of North Baton Rouge. We are the champions that speak for people who cannot speak for themselves. And that's what we're doing in October. Ms. Harris, Tawana, I want to thank you for being here. I
Thank
love
you for
so
having me.
much.
Love you too, Mayor.
And take care of yourself.
Thank you, sir.
Well, let's pay a few bills. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Baker. For the last segment of the show, I have an opportunity to talk about something that I've been waiting to talk about all night. I hope you enjoyed the 2 segments before this one, talking about domestic violence, and we're asking you guys to really just get involved with this, and so we can just further the discussion on this topic. Everybody knows that the Buffalo Festival is coming in September. Buffalo Festival was put together some years ago to provide financial assistance to the school system. And we're still doing it to this day. We just made a few changes to it. Now it is basically an event that goes on all month. And let me read the theme to you right now. Get ready for the Baker Buffalo Festival September Stampede. You can only survive the Buffalo Festival Stampede by getting behind it, not letting it get behind you. So here's what we got going, you guys. For the month of September, come to Baker and have the time of your life. Have a great time here. Get involved. Join the Stampede as we move forward. And we have some great events that I want to talk about for you or to you. On September 2nd, we're going to start off with the Miss Buffalo Festival Beauty Pageant. We're going to have a beauty pageant here that's going to be a Mr. and Mrs. Beauty Pageant is what they're telling me. So if you want to get involved in that, you should see the flyer up there. That's going to be, you can give a call at 778-0300 to get involved in this Mr. and Miss Buffalo Festival Beauty Pageant. I think it's going to be a winner. On September the 2nd, September the 8th, we're going to have the Buffalo Festival Rodeo Trail Ride and Zydeco Dance, and that's going to be at the Ag Center, the SU Land Grant Campus, Maurice A. Edmond Livestock Arena. This is a big deal as we partnership with the great Southern University to get this done. We have so many events going on. We're going to do the rodeo in the morning, and we're going to have a trail ride, and then we're going to have the Zydeco Dance that afternoon. It's $15 a family for an all-day event. We're going to have vendors and all kind of food, and we're going to go from 7 o'clock in the morning. You can have a good time. Make it your day. We know that Southern is playing that day. They're going to be in Mobile, Alabama, but if you're not following, you can always, with the technology you got, you can be after the trail ride, and in between the trail ride and the dance, you can go watch the game and come back to the dance later on, the Zydeco Dance later on that night. And we having the great Keith, Frank, the Zydeco boss is going to be there. We're going to have bull riding, goat roping, saddle bronning, calf roping, barrel racing, and more. You can always get involved. We're still looking for cowgirls and cowboys to come in. We're still looking for vendors to come in. It's going to be a great day in Baker. It's going to be a great day for Southern University of Baker. Please come out. That's going to be September the 8th, and it's going to start at 7 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to go all the way to 12 o'clock that night. Put your cowboy boots on and put your colors on like I got on today for that Southern University, and wear that red and black, and let's have a good time. And on September the 15th at 7 o'clock in the morning, we're going to have our Baker Buffalo Festival 5K walk run, and we're going to do that through the city of Baker. We normally would have it at the park, and we would run through the park. But what I wanted to do this year, I wanted to have the walk run through the neighborhood so we could talk to the neighbors as we go through there and make it be a part. So when we come back, we're at our own park where we're going to have vendors, and we'll have vendors there. We'll have music there, and we can just sit down and just really rest our nerves when you come back from that. We're going to have T-shirts and everything else. So if you a runner, if you are part of a runner club, please come and join us. You can call it 778-0300. We haven't had great participation with that, so we're asking you now to come out. Remember, every event that we have is a regional event, so you can come out here. We're going to donate the money to a good cause, a good organization that we do, but we want to get you to come out here. It's not going to be that expensive at all, and we'll have more information on that. So that's on September the 15th. Now, September the 21st and 22nd is the actual Buffalo. We're going to start that Friday night with the, I think it's Intune is the band that we're going to start with on Friday night. They're going to open it up for us, and they're going to be there the whole time. We're going to have things for the kids and everything else. It's going to be a beautiful night. I think we got a home game that night, a Baker, but it doesn't matter. You guys can go over to the field and come back and come in. We're going to stay open until about 10 o'clock. We're going to have a lot of vendors with foods and everything else. So don't miss that opportunity. And first thing on Saturday morning, we're going to start the parade at 10 o'clock at Advantage Charter. It still is opportunity. There's slots available to get involved and be in the parade. If you're a business or an entrepreneur, or you just want to put your vehicle in the parade and just talk, let everybody know who you are. Come on, we're going to start Advantage Charter. We're going to have our great band there, the Baker High School Band, the champions of North Baton Rouge. We're going to have them there. They're going to be a part of it. And we're going to come down Groom Road, and we're going to light it up, and then we're going to come back and finish off the festival that Saturday. We're going to finish off. We're going to go into about 8 or 9 o'clock that night. So it's just going to be a great month for us. Great opportunity for us to get together, break some bread, have a good time. If you want to be a part of this, please give us a call. We're always looking for volunteers to come out and be a part of what we got going on. So I'm really, really excited about that, about the Buffalo Festival. You guys asked for the rodeo. We got the rodeo. Everything that you say that you wanted, we went out and we got it. And you know, this is not, it's expensive to do this kind of stuff, but it's worth it for the citizens and to bring people to our city. Okay, and as you look around the city, I'm hoping, I'm praying that you can see a lot of growth going on. We got a lot of things in motion here. We're working on our baseball field. We're working on our park and ride. But if ever you want to come and sit down and see what's going on, we have our state of the city, our goals, and our strategic plan. And you can always come there and take a look at that and see what's going on. It's easy, just come in. You might have to wait a minute because I am busy and I'm rolling. You don't want to just see me sitting there and talking. I'm doing the things that you hired me to do, and that's what I'm doing, is to provide legitimate needs for this city and to make you great. And we're in the middle of a deep change, which means that we're changing the way we feel about ourselves and each other. And you know, we're building community, and that's what I'm all about, building community, letting people understand that God got us this far, that where we are now, that it's only because of God. And you take a look at it, 2 years ago, almost to this day, we had the flood, and here we are, we're still rolling. We're still the Buffaloes, and we're still doing what we're doing. So look, till the next time I see you, and the next time you see me, may God bless you, continue to be in your life. And I pray that everything is well for you and your family. Thank you.